We got taken by surprise a little bit that we weren't as strong as we hoped in Canada, but hopefully it's a one-off. I think by the time we got to qualifying, I think we're in a better place in the race. I think our pace was actually not bad, just we qualified a bit further back. So I think we'll be strong again. I think we kind of understand what went wrong in Canada. So we'll try and have a better weekend here, but I'm confident we'll be back on top form.
There is a very long way of the season, so I'm not worried about anything. But of course, I know it's always never a good thing to lose out on points, no matter what race it is. And obviously, last time out, I was the only one who lost the points, and that hurt me. I paid the price for misjudging things like I did. So that's that. And of course, I move on and plenty of time to try and make up for that and try turn things around. But things have still been very good. There's still been lots of positives, so I'm still slowly trying to improve on those things. Or I'm trying to improve as quickly as I can, but things take time. And yes, maybe things aren't as smooth and as easy as what I would have liked. Even comparing to things last year with the difficulty in the car. But it's still my job to go out and drive, so I can't use that as an excuse. It's a reasoning for things, but it's not an excuse for not performing at the level I need to perform at. So this weekend's another one where I can go out and try to do exactly that.
We'll always, of course, try to do our best. In the past, yes, we've had a lot of great races here. I mean, some, I think back then were also unexpected wins. So in a way, maybe, we come into this weekend again, a bit, not as favorites for sure. But I know that, myself and the team will always try to optimize everything that we can. It looks like quite a warm weekend as well, so it's going to be tough to make the tires last anyway. But I'm excited. I'm here to do the best I can, and of course I hope to be on the podium.
I think the performance of Canada was definitely a bit of a one-off. We were on pole last year in Canada. We probably should have won the race. And our car performs really well when the tyres are not overheating. So on tracks where it's sort of low-speed corners, where it's smooth tarmacs, hopefully when the temperature is down. But tracks when it's a fast circuit, tracks when it's hot, like Barcelona, like Imola, probably here, it's not so good. So we still have things to improve.
We are obviously bringing some new parts this weekend, and I'm really hopeful to see improvement in them, and hopefully that will close the gap to McLaren and Red Bull and help us to challenge them a bit more often than this first part of the season.
I'm focused more, I would say, on changes in the background, foundation building stuff that we need to put in place in order to have a better 2026. You always want upgrades, so I'm grateful for every little bit, whether it's a small or big piece. What I would say is don't expect much change. Hopefully tomorrow we'll find something that we didn't expect, but again, we don't really know, so we will find out tomorrow whether or not hopefully it will be a step forwards in the right direction. And I think that's the most important thing, is that we are moving forwards.
It's going to be interesting. First of all, we need to see the weather, which is quite unpredictable. Just looking at today, it was crazy. Just 30 minutes before it was storming like unbelievable. But I think Canada was good. Was a good boost of confidence. Was a big relief as well, especially to release the stress. And I think this weekend is gonna be different track, different conditions. It's a track where usually Red Bull have been strong. For sure, McLaren is gonna be strong. So I think it's gonna be pretty tight. But I'm ready to give my best and to try to do even better.
I feel like we are in a better chance than we have been in previous years. If the time ever comes to get a podium, I don't think we can get a podium on pure pace, but it does feel like the podium chances often happen to the top midfield team of that weekend, let's say, and we are in that position quite often. So there hasn't been many crazy races this year where it's been wet, dry. I think maybe Australia, the first race was one of them. No, that's not true. Miami was also a bit of that. But we're there. I wouldn't say I expect a podium this year, but if it happens, it happens.
It's been great that the team had, good races historically, but it's good preparation because you can rely quite a lot on some data and what the team has done last year in terms of work. But we need to see when we put the car down in FP1, see how we are compared to the others, and not arrive too confident, obviously.
If the car is able to go to Q3, then I'm going to do the maximum I can to top the midfield. But again, it's a track I really enjoy. I've been competitive in the past. But every time you go in an F1 car on a track you've been in the past with Formula 2 or Formula 3, it becomes a different track, to be honest. It's so much faster, obviously, but I enjoy this. It's Sector 1 is more like pure braking efficiency, and then like very slow speed, and then you go into very high speed. So the track is kind of split in two, which I really like.
We have a small update, small tweak to the floor, but we all know obviously the floor is a very sensitive area, and that's where a lot of the performance comes from. So we're hopeful that this will improve it even a little more and will help us in the fight.
We'll see how we go this weekend in Austria. The car's been better the last few weeks, so see how it goes.
We want to get back in the train of the points. That obviously in Canada we got 1 point, but the end result was worse than probably what the pace of the car can do. So in a general feeling, just wanting to have clean weekends and maximize the car performance, because I think we have a lot of more potential than what we've shown in the last 3 races.
It was quite unfortunate. We had an unfortunate Q1 exit, which in a way put us on the back foot, starting from the pit lane after that. In a DRS train for 40 laps. So it was a very frustrating race. I think the pace was not too far off to challenge the last few points inside the top 10, but starting from the pit lane obviously was going to be tricky. So I think we got some learnings. We knew going to Montreal it wasn't going to suit our package too much, and looking at the gaps this year, how tight it is, you can easily swing one way or the other, and we knew we'll probably be on the wrong side of it in Montreal.
I didn't do really much specific kind of preparation into this weekend. I mean, obviously just usual work. I'm happy with the approach I'm doing previous race weeks. I mean, a couple of things didn't work out. Some of it is not even my control as well, like last weekend in the AP3. So I mean, to be honest, without that, it was not really cleanest race week as well last week. But at the same time, I feel like I'm definitely in the right direction, how I progress, and with my rhythm. Obviously, it's not the speed that probably everybody wants, but at least I'm showing a positivity every race week. So I'm happy with it. I just have to put it all together, and I feel more confidence every race weeks, and definitely I feel more confidence ever, more than any other race weeks already now. So just in the learning curve right now, and just keep what I'm doing.
A lot better now, after the last few races where we were able to be more competitive and to feel more the car alive. I think we understood a couple of things that the car needs to really work on the right window. But it's still a tricky package, and we expect here in Austria to be a little bit more challenging than the last few races. But we still have some new parts maybe for Silverstone next week. So the team is pushing hard, and definitely we are enjoying more this part of the year.
This track has been good to me, definitely. I had a really good racer in my first year of F2, coming through the field, just missing out on the podium, and then the second year of F2 winning. I had some winter in F4 as well, so this track has always been kind to me. I think I got my first ever car racing podium at this circuit too in 2020, so I think, I'm not sure, but I think I did. So I really enjoy driving this track. It's really hot this weekend, but looking forward to it.
One thing I know is it's going to be close. Here it's always very close, and this year in general it's been extremely close. So I expect it to be even more so this weekend, just because it's a short lap, and it's been that kind of season. Our car has been strong recently, so I think in Barcelona it was fast. We hope it's fast here, but honestly it's really, really hard to tell. So I'm excited. It's a new track in Formula 1 for me. I haven't done it here in Formula 1, so and obviously a home Grand Prix for Red Bull as well.
I like this track, but since I actually didn't had maybe great results here in the past, I always liked the way the circuit is made, you know, the low speeds, the high speeds combined, and I think it's a track that is quite complete in this sense. So you need to apply different techniques of driving through the lap to be fast, and I like this concept of tracks that you need to change your driving, adapt, and set up the car in maybe in a different way to behave in a certain area of the track comparing to others. So it's just a bit like a mystery, and I that's why I like this so much.
It's just the focus on trying to take on what we learned driving wise and setup wise from the last couple of races to here, and to try to bring that momentum from Friday now, because to be so far on Friday it always makes it very tricky on Saturday. A lot of things to find and in very short time. So still a lot of things to improve, but I think we are on a good path.